Kia ora, and welcome to day 2 of Beer Jug Advent. I'm Luke.
I'm Joe.
Today we are drinking a beer from White Bay, and it is their magnificent Czech Pilsner. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a drink along, isn't it?
You had one job, Joe. You've been to White Bay?
I haven't been to the brewery,
Okay.
but I've had some of their beer in Sydney, and I was extremely impressed by everything. They do a range of styles, but what really shone to me was their lagers. They take their lagers super seriously, so everything's sort of long, cold conditioning, and just a real focus on using the right ingredients, letting it sit for the right amount of time, and you're sort of presented with some pretty inviting stuff by the end of it.
Cheers for that.
Cheers.
Yeah. And we've got a special guest today, hey?
Yes, we'll cut now to Jackson from White Bay to introduce himself and the brewery.
Hey, Jackson.
G'day guys, I'm Jackson from White Bay Brewery. We're standing in White Bay Brewery itself right now. So we're in a little suburb called Roselle. We're in a 150-year-old steel mill tucked behind the White Bay Power Station. Highly recommend Googling that if you're not familiar. We are the only brewery on the foreshores of the Sydney Harbour. We're independently owned, we're Australian owned. We do 100% of our own production and packaging in-house. And we're very chuffed to be part of the Beer Jug Advent calendar this year and have New Zealanders drinking our product. It's very cool for us. So what's in the pack is the Czech style Pilsner. So 100% of the ingredients in this beer comes from over that part of the world. So it's Weyermann floor malted Pilsner malt from Bamberg in Germany. It's 100% Czech Saaz hops. And the product really is just a golden, crystal clear, crisp, refreshing, slightly more bitter than your usual lager Pilsner. It's delish. The thing that differentiates this from, I suppose, a lot of other Pilsners and lagers being produced out there is that we give it a full 12 weeks cold conditioning. So anything that happens colder happens slower, but we reckon the secret ingredient is time. So I hope you enjoy it. Again, chuffed to see it across the Tasman, and thanks again for your support. Cheers.
Wow, thanks for that, Jackson. That was great to get a glimpse inside your brewery and hear a little bit more about this beer. So, you're a fan of Pilsners?
Yeah, huge fan of the style. Any sort of European lager is pretty high up on my list of things I want to drink on days like this. And classic Czech Pilsners, a little bit more bitterness, less sort of bready than a German Pilsner.
There's a lot of, I suppose, symbiosis and crossover with the Bohemian Pilsners, these Czech Pilsners from Bohemia in Czechia and Bavaria. And that was the real sort of hotbed of lager yeast and cold storing and fermentation for a while. And this style, they were the first pale lagers. It was completely revolutionary and totally took over the world. And most of the beers that people on Earth drink today are based on those beers from hundreds of years ago, and they sort of swept away all that went ahead of them. The world of brewing used to be farmhouse brewing and women brewing for the community and in villages and small batches, and then this did kind of link in with the Industrial Revolution. And the processes that you're able to have this wonderful, wonderful pale malt that coincided with this brand new lager yeast that you could result in something that was just pale, beautiful, crisp. For me, I find the Czech Pilsners have a little bit more malt than German Pilsners. I find German Pilsners are lighter, more smashable, and I really love about the Czech Pilsners that you do get some just a bit of a softness, and that comes from the water in Bohemia. Of course, these days brewers are able to synthesize water from anywhere on the planet, thanks to some additions of gypsums and sodiums and different kinds of minerals. So we are able to replicate that wonderful Pilsen water anywhere. It's kind of soft, it's round. I can see you're already struggling to just not inhale the whole beer.
Yeah, it's like 25 degrees, sun's on my forehead. It's beer you want to drink in the heat.
But when you chat to the guys at White Bay about this beer, this is done properly, eh?
Yeah, so I think Jackson mentioned it's a 12-week cold condition.
Yeah.
So that is, when things are cold, like he says, they just take a bit longer. So it's really important for these styles to leave them for a while, nice and cold, let them develop, let them, kind of meld a little bit.
And that time it does give you that clarity of flavour. Sometimes you try beers and they can just be a bit muddly, a bit muddled. I'm putting it into words properly, but there definitely is a clarity in various styles, but especially lagers. So just having that 90-day lagering period, that cold conditioning, makes all of the difference. And of course, time is money. It's expensive to hold up your tanks for that sort of period. So for a lot of brewers, large and small, they do want to rush it through, just to get it through, get it to keg, get it sold. So when brewers do take it seriously and give it that time, which is the not so secret ingredient, you taste it in the end product.
Yeah, it's definitely important, and something some breweries in New Zealand are focusing a little bit on. I know Twofold, the brew pub in Parnell, they have some horizontal tanks for cold conditioning. So yeah, good signs for lager lovers.
Yeah, and it is because this style is so nuanced. The sort of person that is used to drinking, Stein Lager would drink this and think, oh, that's nice. But hopefully all you drinking along with us at the moment can really see just what I suppose what a masterclass of brewing this is, and just how it is just in a different league to most pilsners that you do see day to day, and just the beautiful Czech SARS character too. That bit of the bitterness, of course, the spiciness, but this style is all about drinkability. It's all about volume, and you see that today in Czechia. I think it is still the largest consumer of beer on earth. I think I was reading recently that every person in the country drinks 140 litres of beer per year, which is pretty good going, eh?
Yeah,
That's
pretty good.
3 litres a week.
Definitely a can like this a day.
Yeah, well, considering babies are included in that. And
Oh wow. Thirsty
every
babies,
season.
yeah.
I don't know who knows, what's going on there. All right, day 2, another fantastic beer. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and thanks to the gang at White Bay for making a fantastic beer for us all to enjoy.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.